Merry Christmas, guys. I hope you're having a great Christmas day. I hope you guys have gotten everything you wanted. I hope you're having a lot of fun with your families, and I thought it would be fun to do a Christmas themed video to post on Christmas Day. So I'm going to be doing the 12 Days of Christmas book tag. It was created by Ashely at Falling Down the Book Hole. So let's get cracking. Cracking. Get it? No? Moving on. On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree. The partridge stood alone in the pear tree, or what is your favourite standalone? For this one, I picked To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. Princess Lyra is one of our narrators. She is siren royalty. She has the hearts of 17 princes. She hates humans. She is the best siren to ever siren. She is revered across the sea until she is cursed into humanity by her mother, who is the queen. She has to bring the heart of Prince Elian to her mother by winter solstice, or she's gonna remain a human forever. Then we have Prince Elian, who is the heir to this kingdom, but he doesn't really like being at the palace. He's not really looking forward to being king, and he feels much more at home on his ship hunting sirens. He ends up rescuing a newly human Lyra from the sea because he thinks she's drowning, which she promises him a way to destroy siren kind forever, and they go off on this quest to locate it, but can she be trusted? Honestly, it has Little Mermaid vibes, but it is such a cracking read. It's really hard to put down. The POV switches keep it really fresh, and it lets you get to know both characters and see both sides. I really did love both characters, but I completely loved Lyra, and the fact that she's kind of sort of a little bit the villain, but she goes on a great journey throughout the book and changes a lot. And so yeah, this is currently my favourite standalone. On the second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me Two Turtle Doves. Love is in the air. What is your one true pairing? Wessa. No hesitation, Wessa, which is Will and Tessa from The Infernal Devices, which is the prequel trilogy to The Mortal Instruments. It's set in London in 1878, and Tessa comes to London searching for her missing brother, and she ends up getting caught up with the Shadow Hunters. Honestly, The Infernal Devices is vying for top spot with The Dark Artificers for my favourite Shadow Hunter series. I do think the prequel is better than the main series. On the third day of Christmas, my true love sent to me Three French Hens. In the spirit of threes, what is the best trilogy you have read? I had to pick the Dark Gifts trilogy by Vic James. It is set in an AU Britain. We have magic users known as equals. They use the skill and they have all the wealth, all the power, all the control. If you're just a regular person and you do not have this skill, you have to do 10 years of slave days unpaid. Luckily for Abby and her family, they are heading to work for the Jardines. They are one of the most powerful equal families. Unluckily, Luke, her brother, not included in that, and he is heading off to Millmore, which is one of the slave towns, and the conditions are not so great. And we basically have Abby and Luke trying to reunite their family. We have the rebellion that's rising up. Honestly, it has brilliant writing. It pulls you in. The characters are excellent. You have the morally grey Cillian and Gavar. Gavar you just root for because you want him to do the right thing so bad. But I like how everything builds up slowly. The history and the backstory to this has been so brilliantly done, and it is so detailed and so rich, and history has been so brilliantly twisted. I am so sad that it's only 3 books. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love sent to me Four Calling Birds. Since series usually consist of 4 or more books, what is your favourite series? I had to pick The Invisible Library by Genevieve Cogman. This is an ongoing series. It is completely and utterly one of my favourites ever. Each book gets better and better. It is such an original and different world. The writing is rich, the world building is insane, and it is just such a fun and entertaining series. I need more people to read it. I really, really do. I literally anticipate each book so damn bad, and I have the latest book in the series to read, and I'm going to read it over Christmas, and it's going to be amazing. Basically, in the world of this book, we have the library. It exists outside of time and space, and the librarians run it, and they basically act as kind of librarians slash secret agents, and they have to go to these different realities and retrieve various different texts that need to be preserved. They are usually texts that are unique to that particular reality, or like a twisted version of a book that we know. Our main character Irene returns from her latest mission, and she's looking forward to some downtime, but instead she gets handed a brand new mission and a new assistant called Kai. Irene has to head off with Kai on a highly secret mission to a chaos infested reality, which is, you know, infested with unpredictable magic, and supernatural creatures. Their task is to retrieve a different version of Grimm's fairy tales, and this version has a very library specific story that the library kind of doesn't want people to read. But there are other people after the book. There's a famous cat burglar, there are fae, a secret society, and many more. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings. 1 ring to rule them all. Who is your favourite villain / antagonist? I'm gonna have to go with the Darkling from the Grisha trilogy by Leigh Bardugo. Sorry, not sorry. And at the same time, I still really ship him with Alina. Still. I know he's a villain, but my ship is real, okay? My ship is real. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 geese a laying. Creation is a beautiful thing. What is your favourite world / world building? I had to pick The World of a Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I love the world of this book. I love the 4 different Londons. I distinctly remember reading this when it came out and being so enchanted and fascinated by the world building in it and the different Londons, and I wanted to know so much about them, and I loved the way they were created and brought together and put onto the page for us. And Victoria has a really great knack for making the world she has created spring up in front of you. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 swans are swimming. Do swans actually swim though? Who needs 7 swans when all it takes is 1 good animal sidekick? Who is your favourite animal sidekick? This one gave me a hard time. It gave me quite a hard time because I was frantically trying to cast my mind back to a series that had an animal sidekick. I've read a lot of books, okay? I've read a lot. I do not have the best memory ever. I don't remember every single little thing, and it was really hard. At first, I kind of thought of the Iron Fey trilogy by Julie Kagawa. Then I thought of the Summoner series by Taran Matharu, because you've got Ignatius in that, but you know, he's a demon. I don't know if that counted as an animal. And then I thought of Jinx from Jinxed. I wasn't really sure if Jinx counted as an animal because he is a Baku, which is basically an animal shaped smartphone. In the world of this book there is Monchicore, and they have created these Bakus, and they are basically phones, but they take the shape of an animal, dog, cat, bug, owl, whatever animal you want, and they literally send calls, send messages, and they are your companion as well at the same time. So I picked Jinx, who is the Baku that Lacey finds, and he becomes her companion, but he is more human. He seems more real than the rest, basically, which is why I'm picking him, because I figure that lets me pick him. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 8 maids a milking. Milk is so 18th century. Which book or series takes food and beverages to the next level? I'm gonna be basic with my choice. Gotta be Harry Potter. Had to be done. I know it's predictable, but I forever get hungry reading the food descriptions in Harry Potter, and watching it on TV is even worse. I just love the different creative kind of foods, the chocolate frogs, the manky jelly beans, and so on and so forth, and honestly the food always sounds so good. And it also takes kind of more traditional dishes and actually makes me want to eat them for once. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 9 ladies dancing. Dancing is just one skill of a lady. Who is your favourite kick-ass female lead? I have many favourite kick-ass female leads. I wanted to avoid picking the more obvious ones because I feel like every YouTube video on YouTube that's to do with books throws them in your face. So I went with Alosa from Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. Alosa is the captain of her own pirate ship. She has her own crew, and she basically goes on a quest in this book to find the missing piece of a map that's going to lead her to a treasure, and she has to infiltrate an enemy pirate ship in order to do so. Not only is the book entertaining and a lot of fun, but Alosa made such a great female lead. She's just as capable as the male pirates. She's a badass, she's funny, she's fierce, and I just loved her so freaking much, and she firmly cemented her place as one of my favourite female leads. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 10 lords a leaping. Why are they leaping? This song really has never made any sense to me. How about your favourite leading lad? As much as I wanted to pick Will, again, I instead decided to go for Magnus Chase from Rick Riordan's Magnus Chase series. Trilogy. It's a trilogy, not a series. Magnus Chase was the first Rick Riordan book I ever read. I completely loved it because of all of the Norse mythology, but I also completely loved Magnus. He is snarky as, so I knew I was going to love him right from the start. He and I got on very, very well. He has an on-point sense of sarcasm. Not only that, but he was brave when he needed to be, and he did the right thing even when he didn't have to. But he was a really fun and entertaining male lead, and it had been a long time since I last encountered a lead quite like him, who is not, you know, brilliant and amazing at everything right from the start. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 11 pipes piping. Does that even make sense? What is with this song? What is your favourite book or bookish thing with musical influence? So I ended up picking This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. It was literally the only book I could think of that had a musical kind of influence to it, because, you know, August steals souls by using music, but I really did love that that was the method that he used to do it. It made the book original and made it stand out to me, and I thought it was a really interesting take on things. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 12 Drummers Drumming. What is your favourite read of the year? I'm going to pick two because I genuinely can't pick between the two of them. It was hard enough to try and narrow it down to one that is my ultimate favourite read of the year, but I literally got stuck at two and I couldn't narrow it down any further, so we're doing two. We have These Rebel Waves by Sarah Rush, and we have Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. I mean, how do you choose between botanical magic, pirates, and a heretic prince, and a vintage style murder mystery from the 1930s that's, you know, being solved while more murders are happening? You can't. It's ridiculously hard to choose between them. Both of these are completely brilliant books. They hooked me. They are easy to binge read in one go. They're both original. They both have some insane plot twists, and they both had endings that were not okay. They just weren't okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what your picks for these categories would have been. I will link all of my social media down below for more similar content. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next video.